So one of the most important parts about your book is what you put on the back cover. It's called the back cover copy, or the words that you use on the back cover. They can make or break a decision of a potential buyer, whether they're going to buy your book or put it back down, or buy your book or keep scrolling on Amazon. So in this video, I'm going to give you the 3 essential things that every back cover must have and tell you why they're so important and how to do it. So stick around for that. My name's Lane. It's so awesome to have you joining me today. I want to put something free in your hands that's going to help with this exact thing and so many others. And that is my free 5-step guide to writing a #1 best-selling book. My first book was a #1 bestseller in its category on Amazon, and I learned a lot from that process. And in this guide, I'm going to show you everything that I did to make that happen. So go to lanesebring.com/5steps, and you can get your hands on that guide right now. Let's talk about the back cover. In my first book, the back cover looks like this. So this is the front cover and this is the back cover. All right, pretty cool. So the back cover basically has 3 elements, and I'm going to go through all 3. The first one is up here at the top, and it's the endorsements. And I think this is a really important part. If you get endorsements, especially your biggest names, your most inaccessible, the people that are going to impress your potential readers, because in that space, they're the big names, those go at the top. Then you're going to give a synopsis, and there's a very particular type of synopsis that you're going to give. I'll get into that in a second. And then obviously it's your about the author section. And I'm going to tell you why I think that's important as well. So let's go to the top, your endorsements. So I'm going to do more videos on how to get endorsements, because I have a very particular way of obtaining endorsements from bigger name people and even more accessible people. I think it's great to have a lot of endorsements, and typically your endorsements go in the very first pages of your book. But then you take the biggest names, the ones that are going to be the most impressive and give you the most clout, and those go at the top. And the reason why I put those even before any synopsis of your book is because when somebody first looks at your back cover and they're drawn to the top of the page and they see, oh my gosh, this person endorsed this book and this person endorsed this book, that may be all they need. Honestly, they may not need to read the cover copy. They may not need to read the synopsis. They may not need to read what's in the book, because they already saw, you can trust this book. I can trust this book because this person said it. So that's why I say endorsements at the very top. The next thing is a synopsis, but it's not a synopsis in the sense of if it's fiction. If you're writing fiction, I'm more of a nonfiction guy in terms of what I like to teach. And so if you're writing fiction, it really is going to be a synopsis, and there's a very particular way that you're going to have to do it to intrigue the reader. It's like a trailer of a movie, but it's for a book. So totally different way of doing things. I'm talking about a nonfiction book where you want to give the benefits of your book, what it's going to deliver. And so what I like to do is really 3 steps. There's a kind of opening paragraph. It's 1 or 2 sentences. Then there are bullets. I like to do 5 to 7. Make sure they're odd numbers, because odd numbers are more dynamic. I don't know why, but if you have 4 or 6, it just looks a little bit more mushy to the eye. You want to have 5 because 3 is not enough, okay? So 5 to 7. I don't know why, just trust me on that. And then you want a sum up sentence at the end. So there's an opening paragraph, then there is the 5 things to 7 things that the book does, and then a sum up sentence. So to make sense of that, I'm actually going to just read you and show you what my book says. So it says this: in Preaching Killer Sermons, author and pastor Lane Sebring reveals practical preparation and delivery techniques that will enable you to better connect with your listeners. So that's my opening paragraph, okay? It's 1 sentence and it's 3 lines. It's just boom, to the point. Then I get to the bullets, and these are really important, and they're actually bulleted out because I want people to be able to see it at a glance. Scannability is very important in this. So I say, discover how to capture and maintain the interest of your listeners, structure each sermon for the greatest impact, maximize your preparation time on a tight schedule, overcome distractions and communicate with clarity, inspire people toward life change. So those are 5 things that outline values, and each one of those demonstrates a different and unique benefit of the book, or value add that the book's going to get. So when this person reads this back cover, first they see, oh my gosh, this important person, this big name person thinks this book is worthy. Then they see just kind of a short introduction. If they only see one thing and they see the bullets, Those need to be pointed and value driven. Here's what you're going to get. Here's how you're going to benefit from reading this book. That's really important. Then I just have one wrap-up sentence. If you want to discover practical methods to communicate clearly every time you preach, this book is for you. Now, not every author thinks it's important to put the about the author on each book. I think it's important. And the reason why is because each book is another way that people find you. And so people may not know you, even if you've written 4 or 5 books before the one they find, it may be the first book they find. And a lot of people are very curious, who is this person? What are they about? So that's why I suggest a good headshot. And then you want to put in there your credentials. And so I have mine in there, and it's not totally wordy, but it's a little bit of kind of my background, education, a little bit of family. And it's just intended so that if that person is like, I only want to buy this book if I feel like I can trust this person, relate to this person, then I've got it in there. And then the fourth thing, or kind of the bonus thing, would be your website and your social media handles. So those are the 3 things, plus the social media handles at the bottom, that I suggest. Endorsements, you want to have a good synopsis that includes bulleted benefits of the book, about the author, and then of course, as the bonus, you want to have the social media stuff. So I like to kind of fill up the back cover. There's lots of text here, but it's laid out well. I don't feel like it's cluttered. I feel like it's very scannable. Things are separated, and you can kind of see where they're supposed to go on the book. So that's how I like to do the back cover copy. For more videos on how to self-publish a book, start to finish, check out this playlist right here. Be sure to subscribe right here if you like content like this, and I will see you in the next video.